Well, hello everybody. Well, this morning I got up at 4 a.m. and I tried to jump in real quick and get busy editing a video. I usually start on one at night and I'll finish it the next morning. I didn't get to start on one last night. I was too tired. Then, as soon as it was daylight, I had to get up on the roof and I had to start welding together PPR pipe where all of it comes together. And I'm gonna have a little roof deck room that's gonna have all the little water utilities and valves and everything in it, and a water tank right above it up there. I had a little bit of pipe I needed to put together there, and then they had some forming they need to do to pour the final wall on the house that's between the second floor and that foyer and that room. So I didn't video any of it. I was in too big a hurry. Mike got there. He jumped in, helping hold pieces while I fuse all that together to make it go a little smoother. Now we are on the road and we're going here into Iloilo. We've got travel passes. We have to go through checkpoints. So we're coming Far Eastern to pick up my drill, Joel's drill, and my grinder that we dropped off to have repaired. Joel thought his drill needed carbons. I knew mine needed carbons. And we thought maybe that grinder did too. Well, they only had my drill fixed. They didn't have his fixed and they didn't have my grinder fixed. There's these guys out here on the street doing this right here, and I already told Melinda when we pulled up, I said, I bet you they didn't fix them and I bet I can bring them here. And sure enough, they said they had no parts for Joel's and all of this stuff because it's Black & Decker. This guy took it apart, didn't need nothing but the power cord fixed. The cord was burning too, right where it goes in the drill, and it wiggles back and forth all the time. So all he had to do is shorten the cord up and put the wires back in the switch here. And on my grinder, the armature was bad, but guy had a used part here and he's charging 700 pesos to fix it. It's cheaper than buying another grinder. I've got an extra anyway. We're using it there at the job now. This is my spare. So I said, sure, fix it too. It's gonna be our second checkpoint to go back home out of the city. So we can still show that. Stop, checkpoint MIATF, quarantine control point. Please bear with us. See you later. Thank you, sir.
Recognize me. That. It's Mario.
Yeah, the checkpoint went smooth as pie. That guy walked up, the Philippine police guy, and started to speak, and all of a sudden he said, "Ah," like he recognized us and kind of stepped back and smiling, right? He's like, "Ah, there's Melinda." We didn't have to do nothing, man. It was just like as soon as he seen us, just go. That's pretty cool. It is one windy day up here. Well, that water is churning. You can see right where the shallows and the deep change right there. Just look at that. It's like a fine line. Yeah, just a fine line right there where it changes. Well, I'm up here. These guys are getting this steel grid tied up here, as you see, up on this top deck. Ammon's getting the outer form put around on top of the walls. It looks like they got a lot of steel prep turned and tied. It's looking really good. And Joel, he got the form made. It's going to go on the front of the house. It's sitting right here. It's not where it goes. It's just resting there right now. It's going down below there. And going to make the shape exactly like that beam that I built there in the past across the front. He went up and drew a pencil mark on it, and he duplicated the shape of it. And that's what he's got going right there. He's got another part to it here somewhere. And it is windy up here though now. This tarp, I feel like this tarp's kind of dangerous because it slaps somebody around. Hey, y'all get that tarp down. It's gonna break my pipes there too. Hey, untie this tarp, remove it. These things mess around, slap somebody, and knock them off their balance too. Yeah, just let that cross. That's a good place too, right on that beam right there. Yeah, it's not even work cutting. Just to add strength. Yeah. Pour that last bit with the floor. We can do it like that. Yeah, it's a good idea. Like I was telling you, yeah, this morning, let's leave the top part down. We'll just leave it a little bit further to that beam. If it comes inside that beam just a little bit, that cantilever, that's okay. Then we'll pour the rest of it for strength after. All right, that'll work. That'll work. There's some pretty good sized swells coming in out there on that water right now. Well, I'm gonna climb on down off of here. Climb down is just what I mean. I climbed up this corner right here. Just went up that cocoa lumber on the side. And that's the way I should go back down. It's pretty aggravating with Melinda's brothers. We put them on a task themselves, trying to split this up into teams to get a bunch of work done. Well, they have worked on these forms on these walls since day one, since the very get-go. Actually, even before this vlog, when I cast formed the garage back in like 2016 or whatever, 2017, maybe I did it 2017, time flies. So they know what to do. They know it as well as anybody. They don't need any massoon or anything. They know exactly what to do. So I put them over doing something simple. Just that little short parapet walls going around the edge. Super simple. I mean, it's just going waist high, you know. The steel was already tied when I left today. I had already even placed myself personally the beginning plywoods and all for it. Got all that started. Showed them how I wanted it. It's just as basic and simple as it can be. Just a little old short wall. 4 inches thick parapet wall. that's what their task was. I showed them the main two that I wanted done on the back side of the house. So when we come back from the city, I come inside for a minute and then I say, well, I'm gonna head up and see what these guys got done. They hadn't done jack crap and I blew my fuse. Yeah. Always a reason, you know. Always a reason. The reason this time, they couldn't use the drill. Couldn't use the drill, make some little holes, so we stopped. Well, did you cut the wood to go around the forms, around the columns? You got a saw. You got a saw you can make cocoa lumber. You got a saw you can cut plywood. You got a saw and nails, you know, you can make all that. Did you make the forms to go on the end? Because you didn't need a drill for that. Did you go ahead and pre-cut your plywood for your next parapet wall down there while you're waiting for the drill? So as soon as you have it, your plywood's cut and it's just ready to be put in place. But you've already pre-cut it and that's all done and I'm just ready to put it up. So what'd you do? I stacked stone and sand, you know. Man, I've got general laborers here for that. And the general laborers, the extras that I took on, they're up here hustling. And the family that's supposed to be my support team, for days, this has just been going on. It's been going on longer than that. Just goofing off. Just goofing off. You know, we try so hard to help them, bless their hearts. We try so hard to help them. And like my dad always told me, you can't help somebody that's not willing to help themselves. So anyway, just telling you, it's real life struggles. Someone said, you know, sometimes it looks like you're helping them. This one of our commenters said, it looks like that you're helping them more than they're helping you. When Mel and I read that, we laughed because somebody nailed it perfect right there. They said it perfect. But what can you do, you know? What can you do? I think those columns just look amazing going up to the top. Yeah, in the next days, this next week, all this stone will be gone probably on Monday when we do a big last pour up there on that final. All this sand will be gone. We'll be out here cleaning up and burning, and they'll be hauling off lumber here. All that Portland underneath that black tarp right there will be used up. Everything will be clearing up. It will really be changing. But just look at this coming up. I mean, you got these columns here below, and then you got this big beam right here, and then just look at these coming up, man. It's grand, like a Capitol building, boy. Boom, way up there. Isn't that awesome? I mean, it gives it a very grand entrance up there. And wait till all this is removed and the windows and everything are in. Man, bye to the bone, boy. Bye to the bone. Still got that little parapet wall, got to pour around right over there. Man, when I get this house finished out, it is going to be so amazing. Just look at that. Man, many tradesmen, you've all joined and watched this on this vlog and gave some great compliments and shared some ideas, and I sure do appreciate you.